We're in the borough of Mountain Lakes, New Jersey, and it has a real grand past and some interesting homes, so we'll see if we can see some just driving around. It's a relatively small town. It's like 4,000, 5,000 population. So far it looks just like regular New Jersey, but let's see if it gets a little more special further up. We're on Intervale Road, which is one of the main crossroads of town. Getting into some bigger, older homes here, and some not that old. Let's just see. Hey, let's see if we're now in the more historical section of town. That has lakes and mountains, according to its name of Mountain Lakes. That's very pretty. Get around these garbage trucks. Let's see. There's a bird sanctuary. I feel like we're right below the lake. I think all of the lakes here are artificial. They're created by little dams so that people can live lakeside. So these people here are looking out over the lake, but you can just barely see through the houses. Okay, let me go around this bicyclist. Life is good here in Mountain Lakes. You can see sort of the lake scene. I think some of the houses have been rebuilt to look older style, but they're not that old. But we'll keep looking for some real gems here. I wanted to come here in the winter when there's no leaves on the trees so that you can see better, because it's very lush and green in the summer, when this is really the place to be. So I think there's like 3 or 4 lakes in town. And we'll keep looking for more lakeside action. This is Dartmouth Road. Very ivy sounding. you like classic older style homes, this is your town. If you don't mind paying high property taxes, that kind of comes with the territory in New Jersey. I like that color combination. Is that like an old school? There's a lake built up there. I don't think I've seen any for sale signs. I heard that's part of a national trend lately, that there's not as many houses for sale as usual, but maybe in towns like this they don't allow you to have for sale signs. You just advertise online or privately. Okay, we just turned from North Glen Avenue going south on Boulevard. That's it. That's all the name of the street. You see that various towns where they have a street that's just called Boulevard. It's like having a street called Street or Avenue. So I noticed a fair amount of people walking along this walking path on this road. This is early February of 2024, and the winters just aren't as cold as they used to be. More lake action. I think there's a boat out there. Here's a house where they really believe in a red roof. That is red. And it's on a little lake behind it. So this is a nice complex where they have a swimming pool. It looks like it's fresh water, and you can dive into the lake. I'm sure it's for residents only. I don't know what people are doing here. Today there was a guy who just walked by with his fishing poles, and you can go walking. A more modern style house there, and amongst the older homes, very chateau-esque. I feel like we're driving down into the town, but I think this is outside of Mountain Lakes now. This hospital is in Denville, which is right next to Mountain Lakes. Okay, we're right near the train station. Let's see where the Google lady says I should go to get to it.
Turn right onto Elm Road.
She knows better than I do. There's some of the beautiful homes in this area.
In 600 feet, your destination will be on the left.
The Mountain Lakes Library. And the post office. And so here's the train station, where they get very few riders per day. Just a couple of cars parked here. These cars across the track are parked.
Your destination is on the left.
At the old train station, which is now a restaurant. So it's really nice the way they have this wall here that says Mountain Lakes. Beautiful old Erie Lackawanna train station. I'll drive around the other side of it so we can see it from the street side. The plaza at Mountain Lakes. There's a fair number of cars parked. There must be a restaurant or something in here. Really tough corner to see around here. We'll go underneath the tracks through this checkerboard tunnel. So here's the old Erie Lackawanna station, and if it was still a station, it'd be my favorite station in New Jersey. And now it's a restaurant called The Station at Mountain Lakes. And just reading this historical sign that said it burned in 1915 and it was rebuilt in 1919. Either way, it's more than 100 years old. Really nice. Can you imagine actually coming to this building as a station and waiting for your train? I'll have to go to the restaurant sometime here in Mountain Lakes. Station itself, of the platform on one side, single track, and the trains only run during the peak hours in each direction. So during the middle of the day, there's no trains. There's no train service on weekends. So you just catch this train to go to New York or Newark in the morning, and then you have to wait during the middle of the day before you can come back during the PM peak here in Mountain Lakes. Knapp Goods Restaurant.
Turn right onto Morris Avenue.
Okay. We're in Morris.
Continue on Morris Avenue for 2 miles.
We're in Morris County, so Morris Avenue is a good name. Houses are all set way back from the street, which is a nice look. The houses are nice and of a nice vintage, but they're not over the top. It's just a nice overall feel and look to the town. It's not cheap. I looked up what the average home price is, so I think we're talking $1 million plus. And this town used to exclude anybody who wasn't Christian and white. So it's still predominantly white, but at least there's more religious diversity. And there's the train tracks over there headed for Boonton. And now we're in Boonton, which looks pretty much like Mountain Lakes. That's a nice new house. And so I'll wind it up here. One thing I noticed was, I was just gonna make a comment, but you can't film a police car, but there were a fair amount of police cars parked around town. So Mountain Lakes has a lot of police protection. Just saying. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.